Caitlin Clark, the sensational Indiana Fever rookie, is setting WNBA records. Clark established a new rookie single-season assist record in the league on Sunday with a fantastic setup pass to teammate Lexi Hull in a tough game that the Fever were able to win due to an amazing fourth quarter. Clark now has 232 assists this season, setting a new record, and there is still plenty of basketball to play. The astounding achievement was accomplished by the Fever rookie during a game against the Seattle Storm. The previous record holder was Peniro, who played for the Sacramento Monarchs as a rookie in 1998. Peniro led the WNBA in assists for 7 seasons. In a great approach, Peniro congratulated Clark via recorded video. "This record is in great hands," Peniro added in the taped statement. Clark is enjoying a fantastic debut season with Indiana. She averages nearly 18 points per game, with 5.8 rebounds and 8.3 assists. She leads her team in points and assists, and her performance has boosted the Fever. Indiana is 13-15 this season after Sunday's matchup. The squad began the season with 6 losses in its first 7 games. Thus, it has made a significant turnaround, and Clark's uprise is to be accredited for this. Clark has attracted millions of new viewers to the WNBA this season. Her talent, along with that of rookie Chicago Sky forward Angel Reese, has contributed to the league's high television ratings. Reese is also up for the Rookie of the Year award. She averages a double-double for Chicago with 13 points and 12 rebounds a game. But after recent displays from Clark, it's pretty certain who will win the award. I mean, how can you beat those averages? The Fever youngster also creates news outside of the basketball court. She recently caused a sensation by attending an Indianapolis Colts NFL preseason game. Clark also appeared on Saturday Night Live this season, delivering some jokes at Michael Chee's expense during the Weekend Update segment. She's definitely more than simply a great basketball player. She's also become a superstar and a role model for young women everywhere. And let's not forget that multiple $million shoe deal with Nike. Let's talk some more about that record-breaking game, because it was a banger of a game with a misleading end score. In a game in which Indiana Fever rookie Caitlin Clark broke many franchise and league records, the Fever averted a season sweep by defeating the Seattle Storm 92-75 on Sunday at Gainbridge Fieldhouse. The Fever are 13 wins and 15 losses, with 2 consecutive wins over teams above them in the standings. Indiana guard Kelsey Mitchell lead the Fever with 27 points, Caitlin Clark with 23, and Lexi Hull had a career-high 22. Even more interesting, the Fever have won their last 5 games playing against teams over 0.500. That's an impressive stat going into the final weeks before playoffs. But Clark didn't do it all on her own this time. It seems that the whole team is getting better at this point of the season, as Lexi Hull achieved new career highs and led Fever in 3-point shooting. Lexi Hull has mostly played defense in the WNBA. She was always given the most difficult defensive assignments and was depended on for defense rather than attack. As a backup 3-point shooter, she had never made more than 3 in a single game. Until Sunday afternoon. She came off the bench to safeguard Jewell Loyd, who had more than 90 points in 3 games versus the Fever. Loyd scored 23 points against the Fever on Sunday afternoon, but her plus/slash was -17. Hull's true brilliance, however, came at the 3-point arc. Hull made 2 3-pointers before halftime, making it only the 6th time in her career that she had more than one. The second half went much better. The Gainbridge Fieldhouse crowd became louder as Hull sank successive 3-pointers, culminating in a fourth-quarter shot that drew them out of their seats. Hull's 6th 3-pointer of the night not only extended the Fever's lead to 12 points with 4 minutes remaining, but it also set a new career point-scoring record for the third-year player. Her previous high was 20, achieved versus Washington in July 2023. Hull went 6 for 7 from 3-point range and 8 for 10 from the field. She led the Fever to a 15 of 31 3-point shooting performance overall, outscoring Seattle's 7 of 20. Back to Clark, who just needed 2 assists to shatter the WNBA's 26-year-old record. The rookie entered the game with 223 assists, barely below Peniro's WNBA rookie record of 224, set in 30 games with the Sacramento Monarchs in 1998. Naturally, she beat the record before halftime, and she just needed 28 games to do it, providing her teammates with 9 assists during the game last night. Clark's record was set in the second quarter on a post-entry pass beneath the hoop to Lexi Hull, who danced around opponents for an easy layup. That's something they can both look back on with a smile, as it was the beginning of the comeback for the Fever. Peniro praised Clark in a video shared on the Indiana Fever's X page, stating, "Congratulations, a record that stood since 1998, and you came here and you break it. Super proud of you. I know the work you put in. A lot of people talk about your shooting. I was always mesmerized by your passing, your court vision, and how you make your teammates better. Clark is averaging 8.3 assists per game this season, giving her a chance to beat Alyssa Thomas's WNBA record of 316, which she established only last year. The rookie has 12 more games to play, which requires an average of 7.5. Only 84 more assists to got for the rookie. But it wasn't just the assists for Clark, as the youngster also scored 23 points against the Storm on 9 of 19 shooting, with 5 rebounds as well. It's safe to say the Indiana Fever upset the Seattle Storm 92-75 on Sunday, courtesy to the combined efforts of WNBA stars Caitlin Clark, Kelsey Mitchell, and Lexi Hull. Clark contributed 23 points and 9 assists, while Mitchell led the team with 27 points. Meanwhile, Hull came off the bench and scored 22 points to help lead the Fever to a comprehensive victory. Aaliyah Boston, Fever center, also had 15 rebounds in the win. Pacers player Obi Toppin was also there for the game, and he had nothing but respect for the Fever trio. However, he reserved his biggest praise for Mitchell, drawing an incredible analogy to Warrior star Stephen Curry. "It was lit today," Toppin stated in an Instagram photo uploaded by the Pacers official account. "Caitlin Clark was going crazy. Lexi Hull was going crazy. She was looking like Steph Curry out there. Kelsey Mitchell was going crazy. Yeah, shout out to them. They was doing their thing today for sure." With their victory over the Storm, the Fever improved to 13-15, putting them third in the Eastern Conference and 7th overall the WNBA. Their 13 wins have already equaled the prior season's record when they finished 10th and failed not qualify for the playoffs. With barely over a month before the playoffs, the Fever appear to be set to make a mark on the big stage, particularly with their number 1 picks Aaliyah Boston and Caitlin Clark, who helped popularize women's basketball via her legendary collegiate career. Furthermore, Clark merely carried on from her debut season in the WNBA. Clark surpassed the single-season rookie assist record during the Storm game, adding 9 to her season total of 225 and counting. Ticha Peniro, a former Sacramento Monarchs standout, had established the mark during her debut season in 1998. Caitlin Clark is poised to win the WNBA Rookie of the Year award with these efforts. She is currently averaging 18 points, 5.8 rebounds, and 8.3 assists per game, leading her squad in those categories. If this trend continues, the squad has a legitimate shot of making the playoffs. They had also lost 6 of their first 7 games this season, so they are now starting to click. And with their current form, especially against the top team, they could really show up during playoffs and maybe even advance a round if they keep on playing like this. Who knows if they are able to finish 6th in the league, so they will play the 3rd seed in playoffs. This could give them a real chance to advance from round 1. After this, they'll have to win 2 best-of-5s to become champions. Something that might come too soon for this Fever team, but who knows? It might happen after all if they keep up these performances against top teams. The WNBA has discovered its new face, as Clark has received ratings for the league never seen before. With the current growth, the association has never been in a better position. Did you enjoy last night's game? And are you surprised to see Caitlin Clark break another record? Surely she'll win Rookie of the Year, right? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below.